Sean's fans. And yes, that is just a reminder of last year's 42-40 loss at home to Georgia State as part of when we had a 2-game losing streak with Appalachian State as well. Welcome to the Coaching Crew Show. It is Georgia State week. Maybe I'm not sorry. And we're here to preview what's to look forward to. This is Coastal Carolina's first road game of the season. And I love road games. I do. I honestly do. As a coach, as a fan, maybe not so much. As a coach, I love it. Chadwell seems to love it for almost identically the same reasons.
I love that, you're in a hotel, it's just you and your team and the guys that are battling to go out and get a victory. And it is that you against everybody else. And I love the tightness and the bondness that you create on the road. Eating dinner together, you're in the rooms together, you're having a team meeting at night, and you're going through a bunch of different things, and it's just you and and you're wearing you got your coastal stuff on and nobody else does, and you're repping somebody you're very proud of. And I think it brings a group of people together because you're fighting for something that you want, and everybody there is out against you and nobody's expecting you to do something. And I love that underdog mentality.
When you're battling inside the Sun Belt this year has proven nobody is safe. Sun Belt's going to match up with you every single week and smack you in the face. And Willie Lampkin said it best.
And that's one thing about the Sun Belt that I'll say. To win the game, you have to be able to fight, because every game is not easy. Every game is not a cakewalk. And to be able to win and to be able to be a top team in this conference, you have to be able to fight and be tough. And that's one thing I stand on.
Do not look at Georgia State's record. Both teams are 0-0. It's a conference game. Both teams are bagel and bagel. Okay? It's bagel and bagel. So what's the difference maker? On Coach Chadwell's radar is Conway Zone's Darren Granger, dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, he's really good at a lot of things. I think one, you mentioned the vertical game. He can really stretch you vertically. He's got a really good arm. But then he's just as good when he gets outside the pocket and throws those, the out routes and the different things they do with him. And then if you don't tackle him on either with the zone read or he breaks out of the pocket, he can really run, and he's big.
And he has a lot he can offer the Georgia State offense to keep moving. Furthermore, they play a fast tempo game, so their goal is to wear you down throughout the match. This Thursday night's game is on ESPN2. It's a primetime game, and there's something special about those primetime games in Coastal Carolina. They normally have a knack for coming up big, usually on some type of special teams play.
Have to plan on executing our assignments. Everything that we've done so far has just been a product of executing our assignments and doing what coaches expected us to do. And I think that going into Thursday, it'll be no different. I think that we all have to just bunker down and focus on what it is we have to do. Hopefully that something great comes out of that. I know that Coach Miller, he spends a lot of time drawing stuff up, putting us in the right position to be able to execute our assignments.
And so it might just come down to a special teams type of play for Coastal Carolina to pull this one off on the road. On the injury front, as far as the running backs go, it's going to be more of the same. Bennett and Bedgood expect to be out. $1 million question. Straight up, I'm 3-0. ATS, I'm 1-2. Over under, I'm 3-0. So what do I think this time? $1 million question. How do I honestly think it's going to shake out? I know it's going to be close. I know it's going to be close. I know it's going to come down to some defensive plays and some type of special teams. Here's what I know. Coastal Carolina leads the Sun Belt with 10 sacks. I expect a couple more this weekend, and one of those might be the ultimately difference maker. I know Grayson McCall is still a top 5 quarterback in the nation by his QBR, even though he's probably not happy with his overall performance. I know that he's going to be making some plays when the light shines the brightest. That's what I do know. Now let's see how I can put it with a score on the board. Okay, so my official prediction is Coastal Carolina 37, Georgia State 29. yeah, weird scoring somehow, some way. It's going to end up something like that. High scoring game, but defense is going to come up big late. Like and subscribe. Sean's up, and please leave a comment. Thanks for watching.
So I just know that I'm confident in the fact that on Thursday, everything will come together.